All right, this is your Monday real life stock review. Simply put, let's dive in. All right, traders from around the world, welcome to your Monday real life stock review. This is going to be an incredibly interesting stock review because there is literally so much to talk about today. Kind of spellbinding and mind-boggling. How much money exchanged hands out there in the market. I mean, looking at the SPY, you wouldn't think a lot happened. So this is the chart on the SPY and just a little small down day. You had a relatively interesting high wave candle on Thursday. We had a 3-day long weekend, a little bit of a gap down. There was definitely some bears out there this morning, but nothing too crazy. In fact, we were looking at only bullish trades in the morning day trading room. So granted, everyone and their mom sees this double bottom. I mean, everybody. So this is not gonna, you think you're a good technical analyst because you see this double bottom, and sorry, it's so obvious. Everyone in the world sees this. So what I'm trying to think, what I think is that at some point, what's most likely gonna happen at this level is we either get a pullback and a bounce, but that will be very, very obvious, or we get something where we just don't even retest at all. So tomorrow, 2-3 days from now, we just kind of bounce and just skyrocket. We will see, but I'm actually thinking it's the second one because the pullback all the way to this neckline is just going to be too obvious, too simple, and too easy. The only other thing I could possibly imagine is just we kind of drop out of here and the bottom falls out and then we bounce. And that's pretty much, again, what everyone thinks is going to happen. And again, I'm not saying it won't, but right now, my friends, I know it's going to be annoying, but I have to play everything day by day because I literally have no idea what's happening. I'm doing a lot of day trades, and any swing trade that I'm doing, I am looking to make sure they're different than the broader market. All right, so speaking of different than the broader market, let's go look at 2 or 3 stocks individually that just absolutely rampage Jacksoned all day. Netflix is one of them. My nephew and kid genius, Jerremy Newsome, was talking about Netflix just the other day on a really popular interview that I had with him. And he was talking about Netflix was going to be likely a strong bullish mover. And it is. Today up 7%. Strong move on Netflix. Really, really good bullish break. So right now it looks like we could close here on Netflix. If we close above this 387 level, I would be tempted to buy the dip because it does look on the nice to bullish side. Moving averages look good. You had a nice little candle here, nice little hammer, nice moving averages. Ugh, I mean, I'm thinking with a close like this on Netflix, the next target's gonna be 421. So buy the dip on Netflix. She looks strong. Speaking of strong, have you ever seen Donkey Kong? Man, Amazon is going bananas. So let me just kind of remove some of the lines on Amazon really quick. So these are some support resistance levels that I have on Amazon. And what you'll notice is we're trading pretty much right at this all-time high, this previous resistance level. Really, really strong area on Amazon. So if we zoom out here to a weekly chart, you can kind of see kind of clearly what's been happening. But yeah, I mean, look at this move on Amazon. Amazon's up 6% today, team. That is a monstrosity of a bullish move. And on Thursday in the afternoon room, my analysis was only be bullish on Amazon. I mean, you're above all moving averages. You had a very, very strong gap and go on this day. Look at how nice this gap and go is. Man, I should create a course just on gap and goes. This gap and go on Amazon on April 6th. I mean, really, last Monday was one of the strongest bullish gaps I've ever seen in my entire life on the market in general. But bottom line, it's going to be a matter of time before Amazon makes a new all-time high. This is likely where a bunch of noobs will be buying up here. So there's the close of market. So up here, this is most likely where everything is going to be happening on Amazon. A lot of people are going to be buying this little breakout here, and then I would just simply expect to play the S curve, right? So look to buy some kind of pullback or some type of dip on Amazon, and yeah, have a really good time with that one. Also, not to really skirt the issue, but we had an amazingly, amazingly profitable day today. I got to pull it up. Tesla was the big winner. So we had about 4 real life traders actually join the community over the weekend, and they woke up to one of the best trades that we've had all year. I'm at my buddy's Blake house right now, and he's just shaking his head because this trade went absolutely bananas. So we scored about 4 R's on Tesla today and just absolutely murdered this thing. This was one of the best trades I think I've ever had in my entire life. Blake's flicking me off. It was a great trade. It was a phenomenal setup. This is one that had extreme strength on Thursday. When Tesla closed on Thursday, you can see it had a bullish gap and go on Thursday. It closed above all resistances. It closed above the 50 EMA. This was the exact trade, and I very rarely get FOMO on a 4-hour trade, but look at this just absolute monster. Here's how we played it. 5-minute high wave candle. So here's your 5-minute, and you can kind of clearly see just high wave candle. That was a retest, right? We pulled back into some support resistance levels. High wave candle, we got in above there with a stop below there, and that was it. Here's the 3-minute chart. So the 3-minute, you'll actually see we were setting up to trade on this particular candle, and you had about 6 minutes to get that order in. If you played options, those options went from approximately, no big deal, about $11 to around 40. And they closed at about 60. Yeah, it was a really nice move on Amazon. So congratulations. Again, so many traders just wrecking this thing. Got 3.7. Some traders had their biggest trade ever, biggest win ever today on Tesla. Ryan, Reed, Graham, Danny. Just really well done overall team. But it was a beautiful gap. It was a beautiful move, and Tesla is on fire with this gap today. 13%. I mean, just a monster move. Also, shout outs to Jason Smith, who bought some shares of Tesla. And I mean, from here, team, I would just say buy the dip. I mean, am I going to be surprised if Tesla gaps up tomorrow into 673? Absolutely not. Tesla, a little bit of a gap up into 673, probably pulls back some. But from right now, let's look to be bullish on Tesla and see what else happens. We do have some swing trades out there. Let me pull up our swing trades really quick, and I'll go through some of them with each and every one of you here in the afternoon room. Starts in 57 minutes. But here's some of our swing trades. Spirit Airlines is one that I'm watching extremely close, ladies and gentlemen. Spirit Airlines really, I mean, just absolutely murdered as far as a airline stock is concerned. With Delta earnings around the corner, I'm probably going to increase this target on Spirit. My target was 16, and we missed that today by a few pennies. So if Spirit can take out the high of this candle, specifically today, I think that 1882 is a no-brainer, and maybe even 2181. Just keep your eyes on Spirit, because yes, we do have some consolidation. We do have higher lows. We do have lower highs, and it's compressing. So we're going to find out what it does and how it does. Here's Carnival Cruise Lines, CCL. We got triggered into some calls on Carnival. I do think it could go a little bit lower down, but I'm watching Carnival very closely for some gap ups. Today's candle could absolutely be a very nice bear trap. I do know some traders who are looking at playing Carnival bearish today. So if Carnival gaps up to 12 tomorrow or the next 2 or 3 days, that could be a really nice move. Earnings on Delta are this week. I don't actually expect anything great to happen on Delta. My overall viewpoint, even if Delta has an amazing gap, like it gaps up $27, that would be a huge town gap up on Delta. A gap up to 27 would be a 17-18% gap. I mean, that is magnificently large. So if we get a gap that big, we'd probably actually still fade down and bounce. So I think Delta's going to gap down on earnings, throw in a lower shadow, and then bounce. That's my guess. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying a gap up, in order for a gap up to continue, it's going to have to open at like 28, 29. That'd be like a 23% gap on Delta. I just don't see that happening, although it could. We'll just have to see. I don't expect earnings to be really that great on Delta, and I don't think anyone else does either. We'll see, but it'll be interesting. Okay, RNG. We got a bearish trade on RNG, and obviously it's not working right now. We actually have another inside day candle in a row, which makes 3 inside candles in a row. It's just being propped up by the 100 simple on a daily chart. Obviously, it's not dropping right now. We'll see. We'll get out of that before earnings on RNG. Next on the list is UCO. So we're in UCO, watching this one really closely. Tons and tons of volume coming in, but you have a very small, super compressed doji on UCO today. So if we get a breakout the next 2 or 3 days, that could be a really nice move. We'll be interested to see what happens there. MTDR is another one Matador, looking at this one to go bullish, we have a limit buy at 307, which hasn't filled yet. But again, if we gap up and show a little bit of strength tomorrow, should be good. I really am keeping an extremely close eye on some of these energies. Oxy, nice little bullish inside candle. Marathon Petroleum, ticker symbol MPC, a little bit of a small bearish candle. So if we get some gap ups tomorrow on energies, I actually do think we could continue a little bit higher, and that would be that'd be kind of nice. Got some other swing trades here. Casper, CSPR, don't get caught sleeping on this one. Looks really good. Nice little candle, little volume kind of coming in. Possible double bottom, gap up on Casper could be really nice. We also have one on Upwork, UPWK, and Upwork almost caught the exact low of it today, but I'll be watching Upwork very closely to see what that bad boy does. TUFN, this is a software company, so it has not broken out yet. Looking at seeing if we snag a breakout on TUFN at 906 by 724. Progeny, ticker symbol PGNY. So we did catch Progeny on a pullback. It doesn't look that great right now, so we'll just kind of see. Again, if the market rolls down, there's gonna be some positions that we'll get stopped out of, but if the market rolls higher, then we should be okay. TAL is one that we were bearish on as well. And again, will it work or not? I'm not entirely sure, but there was some negative news that came out on TAL, and I figured it would be in a bearish position just in case it gaps down or specifically takes out 49.52. And then last but not least is TNK. TNK had a really, really nice hammer candle yesterday, gapped up today, faded down almost all day. We'll see if we get stopped out of it, but we did get in on a pullback, which is nice rather than getting in at the exact open. We got filled at our 1928 limit, so only time will tell. But otherwise, I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, today, just a magnificently profitable day for day trades. Look at this. I mean, incredible. For the traders who are brand new to RLT, they got themselves around 5 Rs on the day between Tesla, Square, and AMD. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I'll go ahead and tell you, I will have a big celebration moment when this hits 400. That's been one of my goals for a very long time. So if you want to help me do that, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your family. RLT is the real deal. We're doing our absolute best to help people trade profitably, trade consistently, and our mission is to enrich lives. I hope this helped, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Danny, on a really great trade. Edward, well done. Jason, well done. A lot of people in Tesla. It's just a great day. Folks, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. You rock, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye. You got it. That was your Monday stock review. Thank you for watching. You are incredible. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.